Katulad ng nangyari kay Vitali, let this be an example to all the tourists.
Hello and welcome back to Asia Now. So the following is DILG Secretary Jonovic Romulo talking about the pro-life traveler as well as Mr. Jacko. This is what he had to say.
Meron kaming nahuling isang si Sim Rosipu. Isa po siyang Estonian. Umiikot po siya sa Dumaguete at sabi niya at nagba-vlog siya. Kaya sabi niya ng lahat ng Pilipino ay mukhang unggoy. Ito, panoorin niyo.
And the guys, they look so monkish sometimes. Like so monkey face. So when they're staring at me also, it's like this.
Okay. Si Sim po ay overstaying sa Pilipinas ng ilang linggo na. Ang last extension ay hanggang January 1 lamang. Ngunit dahil siya ay nahuli, siya po ay dadalhin sa trial court at ang charge po ay Anti-Photo and Video Voyeurism Act of 2009 in relation to Republic Act 10175, other known as the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. Again, minamahal natin ang turista. Ang turismo ay malaking bagay sa ating ekonomiya. Pero kung mga dayuhan na to ay ginagago tayo, ay hindi natin aatrasan to. Bibigyan natin ng buong bigat ng batas para maramdaman nila na kung maganda ang Pilipinas sa pag-iikot, sila ay mas magagandahan pag nasa loob na ng preso. Katulad ng nangyari kay Vitali, let this be an example to all the tourists. Mahal namin, we love you all. We welcome you to the Philippines. But please do not abuse our hospitality. Sunod po. Sunod po ay si Nikita Chekhov, 21 years old. Siya po ay nag-post na siya po ay may HIV at ikakalat niya po sa buong Pilipinas ang kanyang sakit. Ito po siya.
BGC Manila. Let's jackal everybody. Hello, my fellow Filipinos. It's me, Passport Bro. I'm here to spread HIV. Let's jackal everybody. Kuantangina mo. I'm Passport Bro. Let's ho HIV. Let's ho HIV. Jackal everybody. Kuantangina mo.
Nakikita nyo naman na hindi lang siya sabi niya ang pagkakalat niya ang kanyang sakit na HIV, minumura pa ang lahat ng Pilipino. Ayan ang nakakapikon. Andi dito nga sila, nagbabakasyon sila, nakikita natin na isa, tinatawag tayong unggoy, isa, gusto magkalat ng HIV. Para sa kaalaman na lahat ay, nung sa kanyang pagka-aresto ay tinest po siya. Negative po siya sa HIV, negative po sa lahat ng STD. In other words, nagpapasikat lang, ginagamit ng mga Pilipino. Siya po ay charge rin sa trial court ng, hindi ko pa alam kung anong charge sa kanya. But safe to say, katulad na Vitali, makukulong rin siya dito sa Pilipinas. Thank you very much.
In case you're wondering why I'm laughing, I'm just laughing about the sheer stupidity of some of these guys. It's very good for him that he does not have HIV or any other STD according to Romulo there. And I like how he said, I don't know what to charge him with yet, but there are, of course, laws you can charge him with, but not specifics because this just happened a couple of days ago. And for the case of Sim, the guy, pro-life traveler, I'm a little curious how that's going to happen because, of course, there are laws that he broke because the video and photo voyeurism is separate from the child abuse charges as well that the lady said she brought forward and which she paid his way out of, and she dropped the case according to the affidavit I talked to you guys about last week. So there's enough. I'm going to take a quick look and see what this photo and video voyeurism charges are. According to AI the Philippines, the main law that specifically deals with taking photos or videos of people without their consent in public, also called the Anti-Photo and Voyeurism Act of 2009. And photo or video voyeurism means taking photos or videos of persons or group of people performing sexual acts or similar activity without their consent. So I'm assuming, based on the search warrant, let's go back a little bit if you guys don't know what happened. So firstly, they issued a search warrant against him. They seized his devices, laptop. I don't know if he had a laptop, but definitely phone, some SIM cards, his GoPro and such. Then he got hit with persona non grata, which basically meant let's get him out of Dumaguete. But that's when BI came in and they said that he did not renew his visa. We all know what happened. He went to go to the immigration office. His visa was not renewed, probably because it was flagged, do not renew this guy's visa, because they came out and said that he's been under investigation for a year. So then they took him to the Manila area holding facility while they're going through his devices, which I think is a much bigger problem than him simply being a dick and calling people monkeys. I feel like there's a lot more layers to this, and this is not going to be the end of pro-life travelers' journey in the Philippines. Listen, a lot of people are misunderstanding. This is not because he was calling people monkeys. That's all they needed to get him declared persona non grata and put him away from Dumaguete into BI custody. And they got him on a very clear charge of not renewing his visa, overstaying, which is enough to hold him captive, essentially. Hold him in place while they go ahead and process the court stuff against everything they have on him. So this is it's not just a one-time situation. Like, he obviously gave vape to kids while they smoked it. He talked about people's cleavage, them not wearing bras or whatnot. Apparently, there's videos of him at waterfalls with underage women. He's calling people prostitutes as well. Talking about their tattoos, asking if they're prostitutes. There's a lot of things that, once again, maybe not cool to do, but it's also against the law in the Philippines, and that's what they're going to try to hit him with. So I'll see you guys Monday if you're interested in some more videos. I have a video of his lawyer explaining exactly why this might be a bit more complicated. So go ahead and take a look at that, and as usual, open the floor up to any kind of questions or thoughts regarding pro-life traveler. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow for our regular scheduled videos.